Cyber Jew Force.
What the hell?
Power Jew.
Stop.
Okay.
I command you in the name of Jew.
Oh boy. And let's try retro again because I haven't done this in a while and I haven't edited much on this computer yet. Granted, I'm not going to be doing any timestamp use here since it's just a giant discussion about Minecraft.
Minecraft, yay!
One of the most overly let's played games, beating out Ocarina of Time and Pokemon.
Yeah. I will say that I think Minecraft is one of the most overrated games of all time.
But yet it's not overrated in the sense that it's bad.
No. Okay, don't get me wrong when I say that. It's overrated, but it's not bad. I love the game, but not as much as other people do.
I can fully understand that.
Don't eat when you're at the mic. It comes out on the recording.
Dang, it actually can detect me chomping ice. I've never had issues with that before. Then again, well, this is a cheap Logitech mic I picked up 5 years ago. By the way, that was 5 years ago.
Yeah. Let that sink in.
Very not so much considering my channel next April is going to be 7 years old. Well, I've been...
Damn, boy, you should get elderly discounts at restaurants. You so old. Hey, that was bad.
The white boy of the group, everyone.
You're just as white, you stupid peckerwood.
Peckerwood? Out of everything.
You Caucasian cracker.
Cracker.
Anyways, let's talk about Minecraft.
Yeah, as we completely get sidetracked on racism.
Okay, so I guess the first thing we should start with is how we got introduced to the game.
Yeah.
Like how we first heard of it and then how we first went about playing it.
Yeah.
So, my story is a lot simpler than Brian's, so I guess I'll go into it first. I was first introduced to Minecraft via YouTube. Like, I'm gonna guess a lot of people. I was introduced via Captain Sparkles. I watched some of his Minecraft parkour, which was, the map is just called Minecraft's Edge, and I thought it was really interesting what someone could do with just this minimalistic art style, and just the insane creations people could make. So I was interested, and one time I was talking to Brian about it, he's like, oh yeah, I have the game. He's like, do you want to play on my account? I'm like, yeah. So, he let me play on his account, and that's still the account I used to this day.
Yeah.
Because I don't go on it nearly enough to warrant me having my own account.
Yeah. I was also introduced by YouTube, and my screen flicked off.
It's fine.
Yeah, Windows 7. We messed up in one way. And I just found a couple mod overviews, and I was interested in the game because it looked fun. You know, the survival mode looked interesting. It was a new PC game that honestly looked really fun. So I looked up a playthrough, which was X's Adventures in Minecraft, which is long over, but over a 70-part series I found, and I think I've watched it through at least 3 times, which is still fun to watch through just to get inspirations for builds and all that. And I ended up purchasing the game about a week after finishing watching the playthrough, which is how Zach got introduced, and overall it's just a really fun port. Unless you're trying to get into mods, then it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah. I don't do modding, I just play it normally.
Yeah, that's what I typically do, and I actually own 2 copies of the Xbox 360 port.
Why?
Because Martin, who, that's his Xbox, had it digitally. I have it on disc.
Why did you get it on disc?
Because I didn't want to waste hard drive space.
Whatever.
And also it's on the shelf and it looks awesome like that.
Okay.
You played the what was it, iOS port?
Yeah, I don't own it, but I've played the Pocket Edition just on a friend's iPad before, basically. And
Joseph's?
No, it's...
I played on Joseph's.
It's one of my friends from Freeport, actually, Zach.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fun. It's just inferior because it doesn't have the amount of things that the PC version does.
And just the controls straight up are not as good.
Right.
Like Xbox controls are not that,
Yeah.
or just we should just say console since it's on PlayStation 3 and PS4 now.
Especially the fact that when I played it, when I did, there were like no mobs. It was literally just building. It was that version of it.
Ugh.
Where it was like totally not worth the purchase. Now you can make the argument that yeah, I mean if you're on the go, it's a
I know.
okay alternative to Minecraft.
I know it recently added Moga support, so you can just get a Moga game controller,
Okay.
which I guess could work out if you're wanting to invest $40 in a controller.
What about Ouya?
Ouya is just basically an Android console.
Hmm.
If you're gonna get one of those, just get the Mad Catz Mojo,
Okay.
and it's like cheaper too. First night, our very first night in the game. Oh boy, I remember this. Terrifying my first time because I didn't have coal. And this was before they integrated charcoal into the game. So I couldn't use my standard method of just getting a ton of wood, making a pick, getting cobblestone, making charcoal, and just living off that for a while. Therefore, I had the first... Yeah, I see the joke you're laughing at.
No, I'm laughing at. I just remembered what my first night experience was. I'm just laughing at how horrible it was.
Yeah, especially you look back on these moments and you're like, what was I doing? And so I had the first night in complete darkness. And it was before they add the brightness slider.
Oh.
So it was pretty much complete darkness. It was absolutely horrible.
Is that all for your first night memories?
Pretty much. I survived till the morning, which I already had stone tools at that point, so it was fine.
Well, my first night memories, because when Brian and I were in the car earlier today, I was telling him about my first night memories and like preparation for this. But I just remembered what I told him wasn't actually my first night. That was like the week after the first time I played it. Because the first time I ever played it was Brian came over to my house to spend the night.
I remember this.
He helped me set it up, get everything running, and as soon as night came, I had no torches. I had wooden tools. This was before.
I can't remember if you died or not.
Well, hang on. This was before the food bar, before the armor stamina bar, whatever you want to call that.
No, they had that.
They did?
Yeah, like you were given the armor bar would go over your health. Or no, it'd be across from it in this version.
Okay, yeah, that's probably what it is then. Anyways. And I remember, as soon as night came, we had the volume on full. I hear the spider. I hear the noise that makes. It's like, what is that? And Brian's like, oh, that's a spider. It's like, what kind of spider makes that noise?
A giant one.
So basically what I did was I dug a 3-block deep hole, got in it, covered myself, and I spent my night there.
Not the most dignified first night.
Yeah. Then after that, I opened it up, I built my way up out of the hole, and got killed by the spider.
Spider was like, sup, bro?
Yeah, it waited for me.
Oh, you know the new sound the spiders make? The walking sound?
Oh, yeah. Screw that, man.
All arachnophobes are just like, nope. Skip that. First train to screw that, Bill.
Okay, now, there's one thing that I also want to ask you. What edition were you most excited for with Minecraft?
Probably the addition of more food types, because I started when it was just pork chops, bread, and that's about it. Yeah, that was it.
Because I remember
You couldn't make a sandwich with that.
my favorite update was the one that added the actual ending to the game. The end Enderman, the Ender Dragon.
I think that was 1.8.
Was it 8?
It was probably 1.8 or 1.9.
Well, I really remember liking that one because that, if I'm not mistaken, that was also the one that gave you um a uh the food bar, right?
Yeah, that's the update I prefer the most
Yeah,
because it was the biggest jump.
yeah,
Also, it added the experience bar, but you couldn't do anything with it at
right,
that
yeah,
point.
yeah. Because they haven't released the enchantment tables yet. Which, by the way, that was an ingenious idea.
Yeah,
But yeah, people could start farming for experience for that.
yeah, which made keeping dungeons easy. There was a value to them
Yeah.
besides for just like say a skeleton dungeon, just bones and arrows.
Right. Actually, with that, this actually comes up with another thing I want to ask you. What was the most interesting natural like discovery you've had in Minecraft?
Are we talking like the most amazing discovery you've had in the game?
Yeah.
That was discovering my first fortress. I was mining. I was just mining for resources. Break through a wall, fortress.
Wow.
Every particle of my being is like, nope, nope. I covered the hole, ran back to my home because I use an internal mine shaft system.
Okay.
Got prepared because there's most likely going to be a lot of mobs and silverfish. Screw them
Yeah.
with a passion. And I wanted to find a library because I could get books. Lots of them. Easily 50 bookshelves. And of course, finding all the random loot you'll get across the way. And of course, the end portal, which mine was glitched. Half of it was chopped off in a chunk error.
Ugh.
I was pissed off. I was like, come on. And I just switched to creative mode. You know what? I found it. I deserve this.
Game mode 1.
Game mode C.
See?
I think you can put in either C for creative or S for survival.
Oh, I put it in game mode 1 for flying and invincibility. And
I just used to
like
say
that.
like, well, that type of instance.
But my favorite discovery was when I first found a pyramid temple, whatever you want to call it. Pyramid, yeah.
Those are
And
fun.
I'm like, what's this? Treasure chest. I want that.
Did you go to the bottom and hit the button?
Yeah, because I didn't know about
Pleasure buttons? Oh!
pressure plates at the time. It's like,
What's that
what?
hissing noise?
He's like, what's going on? So yeah, pretty much. And then it's like, what happened? So I respawned, went back to where it was, got all the stuff that was in there. It wasn't anything great. I think there was like some
Gold.
gold sandstone though that was actually probably from the pyramid that exploded.
Most likely.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There were a couple bones, a bit of wheat, stuff like that.
Yeah. I've gotten diamonds from those before. I mean, the worst going through and exploring the jungle temples because they can kill you pretty easily if you're not careful.
But that was actually how I first discovered the joy of pressure blade. So I went online, looked on at how to do basic redstone work, and then I made like a different redstone stuff, and that was just a lot of fun for me. So I'd say that was my favorite.
If anyone needs an example of how complex redstone can be, someone made a 32-bit computer in Minecraft. Fully functioning 32-bit computer in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Over 100 hours of work to build a computer
Like actually
within a
the
computer.
internet?
I have no idea. I have no idea what it can. It's a 32-bit processing computer within Minecraft.
Wow. And they can make like artificial intelligence using redstone. Like make like I've seen this tic-tac-toe game where it's like it'll actually like play against you and it's actually a competent player.
I've seen a lot of things, but people can be very good with redstone.
Yeah.
Darn this throat.
But we already talked about our first night memories. How about our first multiplayer experience? How did that go for you?
Well, I played on my friend Dakota's server for a while, or his friend's server. It was mainly just Dakota's server because he had the idea for it. And I played on there for a few months. and then the server crashed and lost everything.
Um,
I had full. I think I had like 3 sets of diamond armor.
ooh.
I had full enchanted tool sets of diamond. I had everything I would ever need in the game, basically at the finishing point. And the game basically said, "Screw you."
Mm.
It was a fun experience, though. I know one thing I'm not a huge fan of is PvP.
Yeah.
In Minecraft, it doesn't really work that well, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's just like clicking and see who drops first.
Mash the button.
Yeah.
But it is kind of fun to interact with other players. Say like, "Oh, I need some wheat." And it's like, "Oh, I got plenty of wheat. I have like 50 plot wheat farm." I was the guy who farmed everything. 138 bits of wheat to harvest at once. One full harvest took at least 5 minutes. At least.
Wow.
I had a full chicken farm for feathers because zombies no longer dropped them at that point.
Did you ever make a sheep launcher?
No, I wanted to. I seriously wanted to. Because I knew where to put it to where they would land in the PvP arena.
I just love those. They're so like pointless, but they're so hilarious.
Oh, and now sheep will give you food.
Yeah, mutton finally took them long enough.
Seriously.
Isn't like that's how it works in the real world or anything. Mojang.
This is Minecraft, where the only blocks that will work on real life physics are sand and gravel.
True. My first multiplayer experience was actually with a Minecraft version of Super Smash Bros. With
Oh, Super Smash Bros. Arena? Thing?
Super Smash Craft. It was actually,
I want to play that.
for the longest time, I only played single player. The first time I tried multiplayer, like on a genuine server, was about a year and a half ago. And I played Super Smash Craft. It's like, this is incredible. Because there was like a zombie, skeleton, enderman,
Pretty much all of the mobs now.
silverfish.
All the mobs have a class, which is really fun. My favorite's the slime, out of all I've seen, just because they like wall climbing.
And yeah, each one has a special ability. Like slime has wall climbing. Enderman gives you the ender pearl, so you can teleport. Skeleton has like an enchanted bow. Like it has basically, I don't know how they did, but they have like a certain attributes attached to like certain arrows, so that you get like slow down poison on the arrows.
I think zombie is basic.
Zombie gives you splash potions. I know.
Okay, splash potions.
Like poisoning. And
oh, it's a
damage
boomer.
in general. Yeah. Let me think.
That's the first Left 4 Dead reference we've ever done.
Ghast gives you gas
blast charges or whatever they're called.
Yeah, something like that. It's just
meteor rock.
I loved it so much. I remember the first time I discovered it, I played it for about like 6 hours straight.
Yeah, that's about me when I figured out Battlefield's multiplayer. As you can tell, I'm the more stereotypical multiplayer player, where I play Call of Duty, Halo, and Battlefield and all that.
Yeah.
As I own every Call of Duty except the latest.
You squealer.
Squealer? Okay. Don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Logic has not been made.
No.
No one will get it.
Okay.
Until I scream into the mic, but I don't want to.
Don't. For the love of God, don't. Ugh. But, anyways, what about any ideas that you think they could add to make Minecraft even better?
Well, it took the idea I wanted of giving sheep droppable food. Seriously, that's just like the most recent update. They finally did that.
Yeah. They did it for a 1-up animal, didn't they? Didn't they do it for ocelots as well? Or am I being wrong?
I don't think they did it for anything else. No, they have rabbits now.
Rabbits, that's what I was thinking of.
They have rabbits,
Yeah.
which can kill them.
What if you killed squid and they gave you calamari?
Well, that'd be interesting. What if you can make a fish stew with the catching fish combining vegetables together and making fish stew.
Yeah,
That'd be interesting.
it would.
Make squids useful.
What if you could mine like the magnetic rock and like make like magnets to make even more intricate like
Say for like a minecart, you could have it stop at a certain point,
right.
so you could hit a switch on the wall and activate a powered magnet, and then stop the minecart on the rail.
Yeah. What if you could get like the resources to make like an actual like firearm?
I think that's just going to stay to mods, but okay. Or if you can make like an actual cannon, because that's sort of earlier tech.
You know what I see Minecraft is almost like what I want it to be? Have you ever played Doodle God?
I have not played it, but I've heard of it.
It's you combine elements to make more elements. Like fire and water makes steam. Um,
Oh, a sales site. Awesome.
like wind. Sorry, water and rock makes sand. It's like stuff like that. I just imagine, I stuff like that. That's how I imagine Minecraft being with crafting. How I'd want it to be.
Yeah.
Or also like, what if like you could somehow like use magic like witches do?
Well, you kind of can with the potions.
Yeah, but I mean more so
Harness
like,
it.
like actual like spells.
That would be interesting.
Skyrim in Minecraft.
That's already happened.
Oh yeah,
That's a mod.
Skycraft.
I still need to get Skyrim. I need to get one of the Elder Scrolls games.
I had Morrowind. I hated it, so I sold it.
I would have taken out games. Because it's one of the few backwards compatible games on the Xbox 360. Microsoft, stop being stupid. Full backwards compatibility or not at all.
I think. Is there anything else we can talk about?
Well, general opinions of the game, like, or nitpicks. So, like, learning all the crafting recipes is a total pain in the butt. Unless you're on Pocket Edition or console.
Yeah, in my opinion, for PC, just crafting some of the more intricate stuff is just the most annoying part.
Pistons.
Just like pistons. Trying to get some of the redstone stuff to work is finicky.
Yeah.
I hate that charge.
Hoppers are really annoying.
Yeah, that charge on a redstone line won't go like that far.
16, I believe, is the limit. Then you have to put up, I think, a repeater system.
Yeah. You know what I think would be kind of cool though? You know how like you can make snowballs?
Yeah.
What I think would be really cool is like if you could in a crafting thing, you could say put the 8 on the perimeter snowballs and put a block of ice in the middle, so it's like ice balls, so that it actually does damage.
That could be interesting. Well, is there a way you can actually get ice? Oh, crap, what is it? Something touch. Not Feather Touch. Crap, what's it called? Where you can get, basically it acts like shears to, say, like, leaves, where you can harvest them.
Oh, Silk Touch.
Silk Touch. Basically, I don't think you... I haven't tested it, but I think Silk Touch allows you to harvest ice, so that would be possible, I think. So,
yeah. Either that or even just stone, if you just put a stone in there.
Putting rocks and snowballs, you jerk.
Hey, to do damage to enemies. Or my comrades.
You are the bane of your snowball fight.
Yep. Indeed I am.
Right next to a guy who put a Glock in a snowball.
How do you hide that? It's just a snowball on the end of it? Like, let's have a snowball fight.
It just fires a snowball with a bullet in the middle. So as soon as it hits someone, it just...
Ice bullet.
Ice bullet. Basically shattering impact, but okay. One complaint I had for the longest time was the lack of large music variety. They fixed that. And also the fact that the Nether had no music, which made it way scarier than it was.
Actually, another a complaint I had for a long time is like the lack of like real like threatening enemies once you are like fully decked out. I mean, creepers are kinda threatening, but when you have a bow and arrow,
once you have iron armor,
even that bow and arrow makes them like, yeah, like easy. But then
once you know how to tackle them, even like without a bow and arrow or armor.
But then, and I believe these came out on the same update. The Ender Dragon and the Iron Golem.
I do not remember off the top of my head. There'll be someone
Like around the same area. And then later, the Wither.
Yeah, the Wither. I still haven't fought him.
I have. He is difficult.
Emphasis though.
Basically, how you fight him is once you create him. I'm not sure how long it is, but
run like hell.
Yeah, because there's an explosion radius.
Yeah, there's an explosion radius once he activates.
He starts flying around, dropping bombs, and you have to attack him. And if you don't attack him...
Talk about explosive diarrhea.
If you don't attack him quick enough, he recovers health slowly with no beacons to destroy to stop it.
Yeah. Ugh. Unlike the Ender Dragon, which... If you had two people fighting the Ender Dragon at once, it was pretty easy. You just had one guy, or heck, there was 3 people taking on the Ender Dragon. One guy distracts him, 2 guys take out the beacons.
Yeah.
Easy as pie. Or if you're like me, just go into creative mode and say, screw it. I've done it legitimately once, never again.
Yeah, I've only...
Until the Let's Play comes by, then you have to do it.
I've only done it legitimately once.
It's too much of a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Solo.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, if you had like a group of 4 people going after it, come on.
Group of 20!
50! Just all the people just...
Actually, one of my favorite Minecraft things to watch are just the Peanut Butter Gamer Minecraft Hardcore series.
That is fun to watch, honestly. And actually, we didn't even mention our experiences with hardcore.
I've had little to no experience with it.
I've had 5 worlds.
Because I just hate the idea that if I get so far into it and die, I can never continue that world again, no matter how much progress I made.
For me, it's just simply a challenge because I've played the game so much. I've easily pumped in 100 to 300 hours.
I've pumped in maybe about 60 to 70.
Yeah. I'm hardcore. Also, I had a lot of mods. Too Many Items mod, which is actually quite fun to use. Better Than Wolves, which, yes, is better than wolves. You can make rope. You don't know how useful this is. Because instead of having like a stack of ladders, have 1 anchor, have 1 rope. Goes down as far as it needs to.
Huh.
There you go. No problem. But the hardcore worlds are a little bit more challenging because you simply, well, 1, it's on hard. So everything is a threat to you. Even with armor.
You can't change the game mode.
Can't change the game mode. Can't change the difficulty to peaceful. It's stuck on hardcore, so basically...
Don't be a pussy. Don't change it to peaceful.
Yeah. Too many enemies.
I usually play it on normal. Unless I just want like a fun, easy ride, then I'll play on easy.
Most times, if I'm playing on PC nowadays, I'm playing on hard. If I'm playing on Xbox, say with Heather, which she never plays on hard, so I always just go on normal on there.
I guess that's really all I have to say on the topic of Minecraft, though.
Yeah, Minecraft, definitely not one of our longer videos. Well,
yeah. It's only been about half an hour.
Yeah, seriously. This is gonna be... I could render this video, like, as we're just playing video games. New computer.
Yay.
I can actually do stuff.
Woo!
And it doesn't make a ton of noise, actually.
Well, that's good. That thing, on the other hand, does.
Yeah, I need to clean it, which I'll be doing after the recording is over.
We're talking about the air purifier, by the way, for everyone that's lost.
For my bad allergies and lung issues.
Do you have anything else to say for, like, another, like, 30 seconds so that we can make it, like, exactly half an hour?
Microsoft, please, with all your powers, do not mess up what was made so fun and so creative.
Yep.
You're gonna do it anyway, though. Because you're Microsoft.
I wonder. Do you think they're going to create an updated version of Minecraft Minecraft on the Xbox One.
They already did.
They did?
Well, it's a newer version. Like instead of the one map square you get in 360 and PS3,
Yeah.
you get up to 20,
Huh.
which is roughly the size of an average PC world.
The only reason to get a
Fully updated with all the new stuff for that's on PC is on PS4 and Xbox One. All the new music, which is sick.
Now, I was just about to say the only reason to get an Xbox One, but if you really want to play console on Minecraft, just play it on your PS4.
Yeah.
So yeah, there really is no reason to get an Xbox One.
Unless you wanted the Titanfall sequel.
True.
Titanfall was awesome.
Yeah.
Still is. I still like playing it. And it's one of the few games that less is more. Because there's only like 20 guns. Unlike, say, Call of Duty Ghosts, which has like 40.
Wow.
Too many.
Yeah.
And pretty much all of them are overpowered. But we must bid farewell.
Bye.